Welcome everyone. In today's video, we will look at how to play against short pips and the medium pips rubber. I will demonstrate to you the unique characteristics of these rubbers, compare it against the normal inverted rubber as well as the long pips rubber. And towards the end, I will also give you 3 strategies on how to play against both the short pips and the medium rubbers. So without much further ado, let's get started. Before jumping towards seeing the short pips and the medium pips in action, let's just first take look of topspin against inverted rubber and topspin against long pips, and then we would be able to draw the differentiation that we see with the medium and the short pips.
So I'm playing forehand topspin, inverted versus inverted, and you see the block that is coming from the opponent, it is bouncy in nature. The trajectory is good for me to have the topspin. It feels natural to hit the topspin in the inverted rubber. Now let's look at against long pips. So as you can see, in long pips, when I hit the topspin, the ball coming from the long pips is slower. So this gives me time to adjust to hit the next topspin ball. Also, the trajectory of the ball from the long pips is higher. So that is also giving me more time to hit. Now let's compare against short pips and medium pips. On forehand, I have the short pips, which is Daegu spin lord, and on the backhand we have the famous Dr. Neubauer killer. It's a mix of short and medium pips. Now let's look at against short pips. Clearly you will see the difference. My topspin ball goes to the net. Now why this is happening? Carefully observe. Carefully observe the trajectory of the ball that is coming from the short pips or the medium pips. The trajectory is lower. That is the key difference between the other style of rubbers, the medium and the short pips. When the topspin ball connects with them, the ball just comes at a very low height, and that is actually forcing me to drop really low to connect the ball, and at the same time the lower trajectory, with that there is the ball coming is fast and with backspin. So this combination of low trajectory with backspin and fast is rushing me to execute a stroke which is topspin, because at the end of the day I have to overcome the backspin of the ball, and this is not giving me much time, and that is what is leading to errors, and that is the reason why playing with short and medium pimples is such a big problem, because we are not adjusted to playing at such a low trajectory with a ball that is coming fast and with backspin. Let's look at what the manufacturers of these two rubbers say about the rubbers. If we look at the forehand rubber, the Daegu, the spin lord, right? It's the first pimple rubber, and the key characteristic that I have wanted to show you is that this rubber is very insensitive to incoming spin, right? So it negates any spin of the inverted rubber. Plus at the same time, the advanced players will be impressed by the amount of spin that can be generated with this rubber.
So not only does it negate the spin of the incoming rubber, it also can generate its own backspin and topspin also. The second rubber, which is the black one, this is the Dr. Neuber killer rubber. Now this is actually a combination of short and medium pimple rubbers. So it has characteristics of short pips, like it can generate its own spin a bit, but at the same time the rubber is more disruptive than the most other short pimple rubbers, and it produces a very low bounce. Now this is very crucial. Like you will see in the videos, the bounce effect, the low trajectory is so crucial, and that is what actually disrupts the momentum for an inverted player rubber. Before jumping towards strategies, let's also look at a few other characteristics of this rubber, like the serve characteristics, the receive. So let's jump on that. Let's look at the serve characteristics. As you can see, it can generate spin, especially the forehand side. It generates backspin, and here you see the ball going to the net also. On the backhand side, the general serve spin, as you can see, is top spin, and it did have a lot of spin. Like any Pips rubber, the spin generated by you gets absorbed to an extent. In long Pips, it absorbs the most, and it reduces when it moves from medium to short Pips. But somewhere it does absorb your spin. The important thing to remember when serving against the medium and the short Pips is that keep the ball short. Otherwise, if it is near their hitting area, because the ball spin gets absorbed, the return ball will be very difficult for you. One lethal weapon that simple players have is if the ball is high, then they just smash it, and because of the low trajectory, it is difficult for you to return the ball. Now let's look at 3 key strategies on how to play against these short and medium Pips. What I'm trying to say out here is that the ball coming from pimple is so fast that by the time I have finished my topspin action, the ball has already come. So the strategy is be in the trajectory as the ball is coming, which is the lower trajectory. Whenever you hit the topspin, your finished position, try not to keep it higher. Try to keep the posture of your body at a lower trajectory. Now this is also applicable when you do serve receive. So always try to keep your body position, body trajectory at the net height, and that will actually help you in continuing the rally with a short or a medium pimple player more. So keep thinking and consciously working on keeping your body posture and the final after the topspin hit at a lower height. Keep the posture at the lower height. The second strategy is be in the rally. Now if that means you have to lob because you are already late, or you have to do backspin or cut because eventually the ball that is coming from pimple is fast, right? So your reaction is late. But be in the rally, lob, do backspin, right? And eventually you will see that there could be an opening for you to hit a topspin
or the opponent gets frustrated. So try to be in the rally as much as possible. In clip you see me lobbing from behind and trying to be in the rally, and opponent ultimately misses somewhere. So just try this approach. The first one, if you strategy 1 does not work, strategy 2 eventually will help you in generating more number of points. The third strategy is related to your service. Serve short, keep it really short so that it's not reaching them and they're not able to hit or drive the ball. And at the same time, if you can use pendulum serve or the reverse pendulum serve to make the ball go wide, it is difficult for them to then reach and to execute the shot. So I found success when I did pendulum and reverse pendulum to their extreme corners, and I kept backspin on it so that the ball is short. And also at this sometimes I just changed it a little bit to topspin, but keeping the ball short, that is important. So this strategy worked for me, and hopefully this service strategy will work for you as well. So some final thoughts. Playing against medium pips and short pips is naturally challenging for an inverted player. Like from my experience, I felt completely in a different playing surface, playing environment when I started playing against this pips rubber. Consciously remind yourself when you play against them that the ball will come low, right? So consciously keep your upper body low, and keep track of the posture, and then you'll see definitely with other strategies that I have mentioned, with regular practice you would be able to have a better game against them. If you learned something from this video, please give the video a like and kindly subscribe to my channel. Any questions, please put it on the comment section and I will answer your questions. See you in the next video.